Good morning, guys. I'll get to the point right away. I'm retiring for good. I know the process was a pretty big deal last time, so when I woke up this morning, I figured I'd just press record and let you guys know first. So I won't be long-winded. Like, you only get one super emotional retirement essay, and I used mine up last year. So really thank you guys so much, to every single one of you, for supporting me, my family, my friends, my teammates, my competitors. I could go on forever. There's too many. Thank you guys for allowing me to live my absolute dream. I wouldn't change a thing. Love you all.
As you guys just heard Tom Brady at the beginning of the video, and obviously after looking at the title of the video and the thumbnail, Tom Brady's time in the NFL has finally come to an end, and he's called it quits. Tom Brady retired this morning as he posted a video on his social media platforms, basically informing us that his time in the NFL is done. And we need to talk about this. So obviously, Tom Brady is recognized as the GOAT. And if you don't think he's the GOAT, then who else can be the GOAT? Tom Brady is a 7-time Super Bowl champion, a 5-time Super Bowl MVP, 3-time NFL MVP, a 6-time All-Pro, 15-time Pro Bowler, and in his 23-year NFL career, he holds the touchdown record at 649. He's thrown the most passing yards ever with 89,214, and he has the most wins in the NFL with 251. And to top it all off, Tom Brady played until he was 45. I know you guys remember a couple years back when he initially said he wanted to go until he was 45 years old, and this guy really made it a reality. The news broke this morning. A couple news sources leaked it. If you guys are familiar with Ari or My Sports Update, I believe he was the first one to break the news. At least that was the first notification that I got. But man, Tom Brady just retired this morning, and he told the Buccaneers this morning at 6 a.m. that he'd be retiring. I've been going around reading articles and doing research, and I found out for months now that Brady implied to many people close to him that he was either going to return to Tampa Bay or he was going to retire. And now that we think about it, that's pretty wild, because it seems like the media was trying to link Tom Brady to these other teams, like the Las Vegas Raiders, who just got rid of Derek Carr basically, and the San Francisco 49ers, who now have 3 quarterbacks that are literally on hospital beds because they have been injured, and they've just been trying to link Tom Brady to these teams. But to find out that he personally was either going to retire or go back to the Buccaneers, now that I think about it, that makes a lot of sense. Tom Brady is a very calculated man. He has 7 Super Bowl rings. Tom Brady has been known to put teams over the top. He's been known as the literal GOAT, the guy that you bring on your team and he's gonna take you to the promised land. You guys saw that in 2020 when he left the New England Patriots after 20 years and he went to the Buccaneers, and they won a Super Bowl in their first season. After hearing that Tom Brady was either going to go back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or retire, that tells me that he doesn't want to go to another team that's stacked, and basically he wouldn't be inferior compared to them, but instead of being known as the guy that puts teams over the top, I feel like something inside him, it didn't sit right with him leaving a team to go to another team that has everything that you possibly need around you to win another Super Bowl. And to top that off, would we view Tom Brady any differently if he had 8 rings compared to 7? How high would that really boost him in the rankings? I don't think much, honestly, because I don't even think anybody's going to reach 7 Super Bowl rings, probably not even 6. So when you put all of that together, I believe Tom Brady just sat down, and I think he made a decision that was best for his family, and he wanted to spend more time with his kids, and I think that's what he honestly wanted to do. Tom Brady spent 23 years in the NFL. As I just mentioned, he spent 20 with the New England Patriots and he spent 3 years with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady has also made the playoffs 20 times out of his 23-year career. That's just amazing, man. And literally, like I just mentioned before, 7 Super Bowl rings. Tom Brady's a guy that I'm gonna remember as obviously as the GOAT, but as a guy that I can trust down the stretch at all times. If there was a game where I had to put all my money to the middle of the table and I needed a game-winning drive, Tom Brady's the guy I'm going with. I've never seen a quarterback operate the 2-minute drive as effective as Tom Brady. Anytime I'm watching a game and Tom Brady's playing in it, and if they need a field goal or if it's a tie game with 2 minutes left and Tom Brady needs to go and get them in field goal range, he does it 99.9% of the time. That's what put the most fear in me whenever he would play, and it's just crazy how Tom Brady's finally retiring. Like I said, in the video, he looks very emotional. I think this is real, you know. I think he put a lot of thought into this. I know you guys remember last year because he literally retired, quote unquote, on the same exact day last year, February 1st, 2022. Well, that was after somebody on his camp leaked it because Tom Brady didn't initially say he was retiring. Somebody leaked it, so he had to go ahead and follow up and say he was retiring after, but ultimately came back. This time around, nobody leaked anything. And Tom Brady gave us the news himself. And he looked very emotional in that video. Like, if you look at him and listen to his voice, I really think that he's done. Seriously. Who else do you know has retired multiple times and came back outside of Michael Jordan? Nobody, right? So I think Tom Brady, his career, you know, I don't believe anybody will surpass him. He's the GOAT. I feel like he's content with everything he just did. He just led the league this past season in, I believe, completions, and he finished like second in yards, I believe. And his touchdown to interception ratio was damn good this season. Not to mention the season prior, the 2021 season, where he finished second in MVP voting and he led the league in yards. I want to give you guys another insane stat that TB12 put up during his time in the NFL. So Tom Brady in his 20s threw for 21,564 passing yards with 147 passing TDs, 3 Super Bowl wins. Tom Brady in his 30s threw for 40,018 yards, 309 passing touchdowns, and 2 more Super Bowl wins, and that's 5. And then Tom Brady in his 40s threw for 27,632 passing yards, 193 passing touchdowns, and 2 more Super Bowl wins. It's just a hell of a resume, a hell of a Hall of Fame resume, and it's crazy how he was doing this in each decade. True dominance. Are we ever gonna see this again? Tom Brady was a machine during his career. I give him nothing but flowers. You know, obviously he's been connected with some scandals, him and Bill Belichick, but we're not gonna get into that in this video. This video is to celebrate Tom Brady, and those are allegations, by the way. Well, kind of. But this video was to uplift and to celebrate Tom Brady. He had a hell of a career. He's going in the Hall of Fame in 2028 to be exact, with JJ Watt, which is special, and it's just a beautiful thing to see. Before we close this video out though, let's just look at the NFC South quarterbacks, and I want to talk about it really quick. So the Falcons have Desmond Ridder and Marcus Mariota under contract for next season. The Panthers have Matt Corral and Jacob Eason going into next season, and the Saints have Jameis Winston and Jake Luton. I'm sorry if I didn't say that right, but I believe it's Jake Luton going into the next season. And the Buccaneers only have Kyle Trask going into the next season. What do you guys think the Buccaneers are going to do here? Because like I said earlier, Tom Brady was either going to go back to the Buccaneers or he was going to retire, according to him. So with Kyle Trask being the only quarterback under contract for the Buccaneers, who are they going to go after? And who wins this division? I feel like the Saints have the upper hand right now, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Tom Brady, you had a hell of a career, bro. 7-time Super Bowl winner, 5-time Super Bowl MVP. You're the GOAT, man. Congratulations on a hell of a career. He's gonna be in the booth with Fox now. I don't know exactly when he starts, but he'll be starting that up soon. And it'll be good to see what Tom Brady does on his spare time now that he doesn't have football anymore. Y'all might want to know, what are my final thoughts on Tom Brady's career? I would just say overachiever. He came in as the 199th pick in the 6th round in the NFL draft. He comes in, wins 7 Super Bowls. He's a guy that nobody talks bad about, seems to befriend the locker room wherever he is, no matter who's in the locker room. Everybody loved him. Everybody just had a bunch of respect for TB12. And unlike some quarterbacks in the league, he was a guy that just made himself seem like the others, you know, even though he's the GOAT. Tom Brady is also another guy who I'll remember as the best clutch 2-minute drive, whatever you want to call it, player of all time, man. Like this guy, if you give this guy the ball with 2 minutes left, 1:30, and he needs 3 points, man, my money's on Tom Brady. But man, this is really it. Peace out, TB12. We'll see you in your next chapter, big dog. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe. I'm posting NFL content all the time. I love you guys. Peace out. See y'all in the next one.